Oh, okay. It's going. It's going. It's going.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us in this session in our Facebook Live. We'll now be conducting the monthly service for Kyami Konko Daijin. And I'll be the Saishi, Edna Matsuoka, and assisting me will be my brother, David Yano. Thank you. Please join us in prayer. Kido Hayiri. Mediation Prayer, page 2. Let us seek the sacred mediation of Wahiawa Konko Daijin, sincerely and wholeheartedly each and every day. May we receive the mediation of you with all our hearts and souls on this day, this very moment. Ikigami Konko Daijin Sama, Ikigami Konko Daijin Sama, Ikigami Konko Daijin Sama. Purification Prayer. Through the way of mediation, may our sincere apologies be acceptable to you, our divine parent. We acknowledge our mistakes and misunderstandings, arrogance and ignorance of your divine favor. We apologize for all our shortcomings and reverence for proud innovations. Guide us amend our way of living to reflect your divine will, with a pure, joyful, and loving heart, always one with you. Kami Prayer. Reverently we pray. The radiance of heaven, the riches of earth, time flows without cease, years pass without end. In heaven and earth is life and nurture all. In heaven and earth is the true of us all. For this wondrous form, for these wondrous works, let us pray Tenchi Kami no Kami. Let us praise the divine parent of the universe. Kami loves and cares for all humanity, all those who live between heaven and earth. To revere Kami as a divine parent, living Kami's infinite blessings, this is the way. Yet many not knowing the way, are lost in greed and selfishness. They suffer the cycle of misfortunes, greatest Kami's sorrow. Our founding father, Konko Daijin, suffered many trials in this world, but held fast to faith and sincerity. He received Kami's great blessing and began the life of mutual fulfillment of Kami and humanity. Humbly we pray. The divine parent's great wish was fulfilled. Konko Daijin accepted the call to mediation that leads to the mutual benefit of Kami and humanity. By day he taught the way of faith to all who sought him, expounding the blessings of heaven and earth, as we do not come in our night. Why not we pray for those who grieve, seeking salvation for all who suffer, and heed not the dawning of day. The years passed and the world changed. He did not waver from his task, the divine task of mediation. That was taken as sacred Tenchi the guiding principle for our daily life. The divine favor was us renewed, and blessings flowed universally, establishing the way of eternal prosperity, the way of mediation of Ikiyami Konko-Daji. By this wondrous revelation, we are given knowledge of the way. Through all the hardships of this world, pain of body and soul, the way of mediation teaches us to turn our hearts to Kami, without regard for day or night, whether we are near or far. The way of mediation teaches us to pray with total trust. For living in the way of divine favor, we offer our sincere apologies and pledge to mend our ways. Let us live our faith every day, seeking and rejoicing in your divine favor. Let us care for those in pain and invite them to the way. Let us guide those who are lost and awaken them to a life of purpose. Kami is fulfilled in us. We are fulfilled in Kami. In this way of mutual fulfillment be manifested in this world. May Kami's wish for true peace and the well-being of all people be fulfilled. So we humbly pray, so earnestly pray.
Bow our heads for the reading of the Saishi prayer.
Main Sashi prayer for monthly service for Kiyami Konko-Daji. Kiyami Konko-Daji Sama, the great life force, Tenchi Kami no Kami-sama. On behalf of the Konko Mission of Wahiawa, I, Edna Matsuoka, reverently state the following prayer. We are gathered here today for the monthly service for the founder Ikiyami Konko-Daji on this day, March 12, 2023. Through this service, we extend our sincere gratitude and acknowledgement of the divine work, contribution, and perpetual presence of the founder who has been sent to the world as a divine will of the life force for the sake of humanity. We solemnly acknowledge the divine will received in humanity in 1873. Tenchi Kai no Kami stated, although people live between heaven and earth, they are unaware of Kami's blessings. Shrines, temples, and houses all stand on Kami's land. Without realizing this, people consult the days and directions and are disrespectful to Kami. They suffer hardships due to these offenses. Tenchi Kane no Kami has sent Ikiyami Konko-Daji to provide blessings and teachings so that mankind may prosper. Kami is Kami because of man, and man is man because of Kami. Both are fulfilled through this mutual relationship. Through the divine will, we have become enlightened to the infinite blessings of the life force, Tenchi Kane no Kami, and have enjoyed blessings in all aspects of our lives. We extend our deep appreciation for the work of Toitsugi divine mediation for the well-being of humanity and a peaceful world. This divine function has been kept by the spiritual heads of the Konko-Kyo religious organization in the last 164 years. This year marks the 209th anniversary of the founder, Konko-Daji, and also marks 140 years since his departure. We extend our prayers in appreciation for the perpetual services of Toitsugi by the sixth spiritual head, Reverend Hiromichi Konko. We pray for his good health and continued services. We also extend our thanks to the ministers who have dedicated their life in spreading the Konko faith at many places throughout the world, where the sun shines in every country without exception. We strive to become even one of those people who are aware of the blessings of heaven and earth, which enables us to live. We continue to extend our prayers for places throughout the world that have been experiencing hardships due to natural disasters, crime, poverty, famine, corrupt governance, pollutions, and any other elements. Please allow us to be of service to you in helping others as our utmost expression of thanks for the blessings we have been able to enjoy. We pray that the blessings of today's service is granted to one and all. Thank you. Now,
Thank you, Lord. Four silent classes together.
Recitation of Tenchi Takitsuke, page 6. Kiami Konko Rajin Tenchi Kane no Kami Shin ni Negae Okayo ga Kokoro ni Ari Kondesu Konnichi de Tanome. Pray sincerely with all your heart, be one with Kami. Kami's blessings begin within, hearts grateful and caring, in harmony and joy. Look to Kami always, now and forever, on this very day pray. Hiyami Kongo Rajin Tenchi Kane no Kami Shin ni Negae Okayo ga Kokoro ni Ari Kondesu Konnichi de Tanome. Pray sincerely with all your heart, be one with Kami. Kami's blessings begin within, hearts grateful and caring, in harmony and joy. Look to Kami always, now and forever, on this very day pray. Adoration Prayer, page 7. We lift our eyes in awe toward heaven soaring above. We lift our eyes in awe toward heaven soaring above. We bow our kiss in prayer toward rich and deep, living under such gifts of Kami's great giving. How happy and grateful we are. The mediation of Hiyami Konko Rajin does not stop for a single day. The protection of the Divine Parent embraces all far and wide. The blessings of Kami flow without limit to all generations. The ways of Kami are mysterious and wondrous, beyond our understanding. Day by day, every day, earnestly and reverently, we praise the virtues of Kami, beyond the power of Kami. Shintoku Sanji, page 29. Aogi matsureba ten takaku. Aogi matsureba ten takaku. Orogami matsureba chiwa asushi. Kami no megumi ni ikasaru mi no saiwai do arigataki wa gaikigami no on. Kami no hire 礼。喜怒拝礼。Nitama Prayer, page 12. Spirits of those who have gone before us, you are given the gift of life in this vast and endless universe. You discharge your duties faithfully, each according to your family years. You will remember eternally the lives we told from generation to generation, honor the foundation of our society, the roots of our families. Through the mysterious workings of Kami, you enter the Konko faith. You walk the way of Konko-Sama, respecting the will of the divine parent. You amass great merit through your faith to take into the world beyond and leave your descendants. Our gratitude is boundless for your loving favors. We revere the ancestral spirits of our own divine spirits. We beseech you to stand by us each and every one. Receive the favor of Kami and help us fulfill our tasks as people without failing. Protect us, guide us, and enrich us, that we may never lose the way of faith, that we may down to all generations, that we may live in peace and prosperity in our home. Protect us, guide us, and enrich us. 祖先三時 page 36. 祖先三時よよの親は我が家の神我が神と心尽くしていつきますらな心尽くしていつきますらな尊きみ親の神たちよ海の子のために家の柱を沈め立てたまい初子のために世のなりわいを守り助けたまいパトリオの見えぬ境にましませども見尽くしみのみ心はうつしよに変わらせたまわず先みたまのまさきくさきわえたまいくしみたまのくしみにめぐみたまいて志は薪の柱の動きなくなりわいはむすぶすなめのゆるびなく真心清らにはじみ努めしめたまい深いあやからやわらぎあいて日にけにうらやすく楽しましめたまいついにうつしよのことを得て神の御前 必ずしも迎え取りたまい見え尽くしみをこむらしめたまわものと神の実りの絶えなるをかしこみかたじけなみみ親の恵みのおぼろげならぬをうれしみ喜びもすことをみ心もするやらに気を示したまえと申す甘くしびのみ親の御霊甘くしびのみ親の御霊花と音のみ親の神花と音のみ親の神息の入り二丁神殿この平切り境に声配差し止めるからその分に承知してくれ外家業いたし農業で人が願いで呼びに来戻り願いが済みまた農へでまたも呼びに来農業する間もなし北人も町両方の差し支えにあいなるなんと家業をやめてくれぬかその奉仕12歳の年には病気でしも手を離し心配いたし神仏に願いおかげで全開いたしその時死んだと思うて欲を離して天地界の神を助けてくれ家内もご気になったと思うてくれご気よりまし物言われ相談もなり子供を連れてぼとぼと農業をしよってくれこの方のように実意丁寧神信心いたしうる事故が世間に難謀も難儀な事故あり問い次ぎ助けてやってくれ 神も助かり、氏子も立ち行く、氏子あっての神、神あっての氏子、繁盛いたし、すえずえ親にかかり、子にかかり、愛をかけようで立ち行く。Let's read page 70 together. Divine message received on November 15, 1859. With the completion of the sacred staff, I'll end your farming career. Please understand. When you're out farming, the person at home has to go out and call you whenever someone comes to give a request. And after you relay the request, you have to go back out again. You have to keep going in and out of the field. This gives you little time for farming, and the worshiper must also wait for you. Both you and the worshiper are being inconvenienced. Won't you stop farming? When you were gravely ill at 42, the doctor gave up hope. Everyone worried about you. You prayed to the kamis and buddhas and were blessed with complete recovery. Regard this event as your death. Dispel all desires and substantiate no kana. Also, your wife should consider herself a widow. This is better than being a real widow, as she can still talk to you and discuss matters. She should take the children with her to do farm. There are many people like yourself who have sincere faith in kami, but still have many problems. Help these people by performing mediation. This will help kami and save people. People exist because of kami, and kami exists because of people. Thus, kami supports people as kami's children, and people support kami as a parent. There will be eternal prosperity. Ayo kakio, mutual interdependence. Konko Faith Our Creed, page 73. The Konko Faith Our Creed. We believe in Tenchi Kami no Kami, the divine parent of the universe. Our founder Konko Daiji embraced Kami's revelation and as divine mediator answered the call to eternal mediation. Our continuing goal from moment to moment is to realize Kami within each of us. We are fulfilled through Kami, Kami is fulfilled through us. The happiness of everyone is Kami's greatest wish. We give thanks for Kami's blessings, mysterious, wondrous, and mundane. Let us begin with our own hearts, hearts filled with harmony and joy. We pray wholeheartedly to Kami, today and every day, trusting Kami as a loving parent, finding peace of mind. We live our faith in service to Kami, each other, and our world, nurturing and nurtured, mutually fulfilled. Revere those who have gone before us, spirits one with Kami, caring for us eternally. Respect and appreciate other paths, taking by humanity towards spiritual fulfillment. Good morning. Thank you for being here today for Yano Konko Sama Getsurei monthly service. Edna Sensei, as you can see, is not here, and I'm taking his place today. He went to the Konko Mission of Honolulu to be in the service for their spring memorial service. It's already that time of the year. So our spring memorial service will be next week on the 19th of the 19th. I'm bad at dates, sorry. Sunday, March 19 will be our spring memorial service at 10 o'clock a.m. So please, by all means, attend that service. Very important. It's a grand ceremony for the Mitama spirits, or the people who passed away, people we've loved, people who've left good memories with us. We want to remember them twice a year in the spring and autumn. We hope you can join us, and we'll have onorai lunch afterwards. Well, this morning I had a sermon ready actually. I typed it out and everything. And then I sent it to my email so I can print it out. And I was reading it and I was like, you know what, the energy wasn't there. And I was like, scrap it! And I was about to type a new one, but then I ran out of time. So it's going to be short and sweet. I think that's the way everyone likes anyway. Well, so Kami-sama gave me blessings right like last night already, like of course this morning, but last night I received a big okaye, I believe. So I ate a pretty heavy dinner last night, and I think it was pretty greasy and oily, and it was delicious. It was just followed by a mini lava cake and ice cream on top, and my stomach was like, that was so delicious. But then laterwards, I regretted it. It's like right before I was gonna go to bed, my stomach began to hurt a lot. It's like sharp upper stomach pain, and I was like, oh, it's like so sore that I couldn't stand up. Like it just hurt to stand up. Even lying down was very painful. And I was like, Konko-Sama. It's like every breath I take, I say, Konko-Sama, Konko-Sama, Konko-Sama. Konko-Sama, 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 Konko-Sama. It's like, wow. And I did that, and I was like, oh yeah, I gotta take omiki. Omiki is sacred sake. It's been offered at the altar. We don't consider it alcohol. It's blessed rice wine. So I took a shot of that, and then my stomach still hurt, but I laid on the couch and I was and for 30 minutes, I kept rubbing my stomach and saying Konko Daiji, Konko-Sama, Konko-Sama. And then slowly I could feel the pain subsiding. And I was like, oh, okay, it's working. Kami-sama, Konko Daiji-sama is really helping me out. And really, after 30 minutes, the pain was gone. So I was like, oh, okay, now I can go to sleep. Because I can't go to sleep with that kind of pain, It was so painful. Maybe it was like a 7 out of 10 kind of pain, if the nurses would ask me. And saying Konko-Sama, when I was young, when I was a kid, when I was a teenager, it was the most dumbest thing to me, It sounded so stupid. Because my mom would always say it every time. She watching TV, watching Christy Yamaguchi do the triple locks, and then she falls down on ice. And then Okasa would say, Konko-Sama! But, slammed onto the ice. And I was like, Okasa, stop it! Every time I'm trying to watch. And it's like, almost every moment she would say Konko-Sama, and I didn't understand the meaning of it. I thought it was quite annoying, actually, to tell you the truth. But then she kept saying, say Konko-Sama, Konko-Sama, and didn't really understand the importance of saying Konko-Sama. But I was like, yeah, okay. So when I did have those emergencies when I was young, I did say Konko-Sama. Like, when the toilet bowl was rising, like the water was rising up after I flushed it. That was a time of emergency, and I didn't know how to use a plunger or anything. I was only in 2nd grade. And my mom says, in time of emergency, just say Konko-Sama. So that came up to my head when I was in 2nd grade, and I said, Konko-Sama. I prayed to the toilet bowl, and then the water went, it was really coming up to the edge, I was like, no, this can't happen. But then the water subsided again. And that's when Kami-sama really showed me the power of calling Konko Daiji's name at such a young age. And I thought, oh, this really works, man. This is no joke. And then throughout my life, in many ways, I say Konko-Sama, and I try to practice that only in emergency. But nowadays, I say it more regularly. Just driving the car, I say Konko-Sama. Going to the bathroom, I say Konko-Sama. Cooking, I say Konko-Sama. Yeah, and the other time, my mom picked me up and we headed to Honolulu Church. And I was talking on the phone to Rodney. And while I was talking to the phone to Rodney, my mom suddenly was like, jerked the car. And I was like, and then the car was almost gonna kind of hit us. And I was like, Konko-Sama! And then Rodney was like, what happened? I was like, oh, Kasama's driving so scary. And Konko-Sama just came out of my mouth. Rodney was cracking up. But it just started to come out more automatically, and that's how you know that the faith has been slowly becoming ingrained into my system. And really, calling the name Konko-Sama makes a big difference because, okay, so I go to work, and people other nurses or like aides, they ask for your help. But when they call your name and they say, "Oh, Edna, can you help me boost this patient up to bed?" I'll say, "Okay, she's talking to me and she wants my help." So I say, "Okay, sure, I can help you." But sometimes they don't even call your name and they say, "Can you help me boost up a patient?" And I just walk past them because I don't even know that they're talking to me. And they say, "Hello," and I was like, "You talking to me?" And they say, "Yeah." And then I say, "Oh, okay. Now you're talking to me. I didn't realize that." And then I say, "Okay, I'll go help you." So the help came a little bit late, right? And sometimes they're like, you know, they want your help, but it's like if they don't call your name, the help doesn't come fast. So if you call Konko-Daji's name, or you say Namu Amidabutsu, or you call Jesus' name, or any divine entity's name, then that, through that virtue, your help will come quickly. Instead of saying, "Help me!" And then all the gods are going to be like, "Well, who's going to help him? You want to help him? What, you want to help him? I don't know if I want to help him." But if you say, "Edna, help me!" And I was like, "Okay, he's calling my name. I shall help you." And they will help you with the power that they hold. So that's the virtue of calling the divine name Konko-Daji-sama. And I really began to understand the virtue of calling that name. So please try to incorporate that in your daily life. We used to say, did you all remember this prayer book? Do you remember, Trisha, when we were really, really little, when I was like in elementary? So this was the original prayer book we used to read, not this fancy thing. It was this one. And I actually like this one more. I wish some of the teachings, the prayers would come back. So in this, we would always read the sacred promise. In Sunday service, we always read this sacred promise. Our founder, Ikiyami Konko-Daji, solemnly promised, "When my form disappears, I will go wherever I am asked." Our principal parent of the universe solemnly promised, "In time of emergency, you need not say, principal parent of the universe, or you need not say, Tenshi Kane no Kami-sama, but call Konko-Daji, please let me understand, or please help me. And the principal parent will bestow you the divine favor." So we used to always read this. I wish the sacred promise will come back into this prayer book again. And hontoni, because the sacred promise is real, really try to incorporate it in your daily life, and you will really be saved. Yes, and that's what I want to share with you today. And David Sensei probably an awesome sermon too. He is really recovering through the grace and blessings of Kami-sama. So it's really great to see his progress in his leg healing. You see his hair is chopped off. And he's clean shaven now. He looks like 10 years younger. Well, anyway, thank you for listening.
morning. Thank you for coming to today's monthly service. Edna says I'm gonna have a sermon, but I really can't think too much except about what Edna was saying about saying Konko-Sama all the time. So when my leg was hurting like really bad, I used to like rub my leg and say Konko-Sama. Like within myself, I just kept repeating it. And then like even after I take medicine, I say the same thing. Say, oh, please let this work. Like let me get better so I can like go back to work. My goal was to at least be able to like walk enough so I can teach my students because there's nobody else to teach the students. So for some reason, I guess before, so I cut my hair, as you guys noticed. I cut it because I just couldn't stand up in the shower anymore. It was just like really tiring and painful to just like stand in the shower, wash my hair, use the conditioner. It's like it's a lot of work, like how a lot of like girls or people with long hair have to deal with. It was just really hard. So I was like, I'm just gonna cut everything off, just to make things more simple. And during that time, it was still like sore, like it's still a little sore, but not as bad as before. But my goal was like, I gotta teach the kids, or I gotta teach my students. I gotta teach my students by like this past Saturday, no, Friday. I had to teach, get back onto the floor, and be able to like somewhat walk and to be able to like take care of everything and help them with their patients and stuff like that. And you know, during that time, from like the time I got my hair cut and the time like right before I had to start UH and teaching, my leg, like I said, was pretty swollen. It's still a little swollen, but for some reason, I don't know what happened. Just like almost every day, I was like someone like rubbing my leg, and like I would go into the bathtub and like massage my leg, and then for some reason I always massage my leg to see if I can like squeeze out whatever that's in there, like crushing up all the blood or whatever. And it just like one night, it was like, oh my god, something feels weird with my leg, and like the swelling kind of like went down like a lot. Like I felt something pop inside. I know most people are not gonna massage things, but I just felt something like pop, and then like the next day, like the swelling went down like a lot. Like the pain went down a lot for some reason. Like I was like taking oxy and like gabapentin to like deal with the pain, but now I'm like okay with just Tylenol. But for some reason, I don't know, just praying to Kami-sama all the time, or having the goal of like I need to like help these people, like to like go to school to learn and everything, to help other people, that Kami-sama I felt helped me to get a little bit better, to be able to like walk around. But yeah, like the pain was like pretty bad, and then like with walking, because like I said, it was swelling, a lot of pressure, and then like one night it just like kind of like went away. I feel pain. I still feel some pressure, but it's like nothing compared to like what I was feeling. Because every morning I'd be like, oh my god, it hurts so bad because my whole leg was sore. It was sore and itchy, and it's like you can't. My leg is numb on my thigh, but there's like an itch underneath the numbness that no matter how much you scratch, it just does not reach. Like I'm like slapping my leg right now because it was like bothering me so much. So a lot of those symptoms are like gradually going away after that one time. And I have been taking like omiki, like 1 serving, 2 servings, like a night before I go to sleep. I say, Konko-Sama, like, please help me just to get better. So the belief of basically having faith and trust in Kami-sama to help you in your everyday life, regardless of like what type of situation. I believe when you call out Konko-Sama's name, Konko-Sama will help you. You might not see it, but I within myself, I truly felt, oh yeah, I got better. Like it became like significantly better. Not enough to where I can like work full time, but yeah, enough where I can like help my students and teach like how I prayed to be able to like reach my goal. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you.
This was on 98, 99. Do you remember cooking? I was at work last week, so July 1879.
871.
No, 1871. Okay, page 99.
So,
Page 99. July. The July. Okasan yun.
The July 1871 termination of the feudal provincial system mentioned earlier in favor of a prefectural system led to riot at
times.
In some neighboring prefectures of the new South province prefecture, they turned violent. Some protesters demanded that their former laws retain their positions. Others objected to the prefectural system and the new level of taxation. The Otani area seems to have been spared. Yeah. Spared from such dramatic responses.
David.
about the same time, new rules were also issued regulating the hierarchy of authority between the shrines, along with guidelines to verify qualifications for certification at each shrine. When these reforms reached the local level, such as Otani village, there was concern among the believers that Konko-Daishin's activities under the pretext of the Shinto priesthood might be prohibited, which would ultimately affect his religious activities.
Despite Kami's reassurance and encouragement, Konko-Daijin was faced with another challenge when Tokichi Takahashi and his wife Tomie came to the worship hall on April 6, 1871. They told Konko-Daijin about some disturbing rumors suggesting that he and his disciples were committing burglaries. If true, under the laws of the Meiji government, such offenses were punishable by death, regardless of the value of the stolen items. The rumors, if he were formally accused, were not just simply harassment, but a serious threat to Konko-Daijin's life. As these rumors continued to spread, it seems to have affected the confidence of worshippers seeking Konko-Daijin's help, as their numbers declined to about 35 per day for the remainder of the year. This was 2/3 of the average attendance of 2 years ago. Konko-Daijin also heard that the Asao prefectural office, soon to become Fukatsu Prefecture in July 1871, was investigating the rumors.
These rumors seem to have come from the fact that the entrance to Konko-Daijin's worship hall never closed. An incident involving several transients appeared to have been the cause of false rumors. It seems those transients who stayed there one night went to the home of the village headman or some other important person asking for money. It was assumed that Konko-Daijin's house, which was always open, was a possible source of disruption of the public peace in the village. In response, authorities in the South Prefecture ordered that strangers were not to stay even one night.
Tadaichi Terao of the Asao Prefecture office made the effort to visit the worship hall to personally inform Konko-Daijin that none of the rumors had proven to be true. He added that no basis existed for the rumors and were probably started by someone who was jealous and would suffer the consequences. He then related an incident in which a person who wanted to ensnare someone requested the government to investigate. The investigators found the accused was innocent and the accuser, who had been expelled from office, was the one in the wrong. This is how the jealous bring trouble onto themselves, he said. Tadaichi went on to reassure Konko-Daijin, since you are innocent, no matter how widely the negative rumors spread, the government will investigate and find them to be untrue.
Konko-Daijin continued to receive many requests from believers regarding the fate of their plans, good or bad, as related to the days and directions. He included this request when he prayed to Kami for them and then taught his beliefs and attitude towards them. On July 24th, Kami told Konko-Daijin, for those who come with requests regarding fate and fortune, building constructions and renovations, days and directions, marriage, arrangements, or house moving. Teach them about this faith. Konko Daijin tried to instill the idea that the days and directions did not matter in their lives and need not be consulted. He also tried to emphasize the importance of praying and asking Kami for permission before doing anything, which in turn would enable Kami to help them prosper. In this way, people can live prosperously from generation to generation instead of unintentionally offending Kami. Yet, despite his efforts, people continue to seek advice on how best to adhere to the days and directions. Some even misunderstood, thinking that they were free to do anything they wished. Both groups seemed to reflect the level of faith they held, and from Konko Daijin's viewpoint, both groups shared similarity of being self-centered and not Kami-centered.
The Meiji government would issue more regulations reflecting their authority over the shrines. The Shinto priesthood and the appointment of Shinto priests to shrines. These were unquestionably difficult times, with reports of riot and destruction, opposition to the prefectural system, new taxes, and more specifically, disturbing rumors about Konko Daijin's worship. Kami had already forewarned about the changing times and the difficulties and uncertainty to come in an effort to prepare Konko Daijin as well as his family members. It was vital for his family to be united in their hearts in order to successfully confront and overcome these adverse times. In essence, Kami instructed that they all remain calm, direct their hearts toward Kami, and look forward to the future.
August 4, 1831, Kami advised, do not buy any barley. Seek the barley you already have. You need not require the children to operate the polisher. Your family will be provided with polished bread. The children who have already learned how to read, write, and use the alphabet should teach their brothers and sisters.
Hey, thank you. Good morning. Thank you for attending. ただいまから歌を4つ歌わせていただきます。We are going to sing for song. 新人の英語ページ7からです。よろしくお願いいたします。
The heart caught up in doubt and worry. I face my life every morning, wanting to shine, but somehow holding back joy and fear. Slowly in my heart, still I know, even one as small as I can run into someday and find a shining, shimmering, brilliant light, glowing from a path that never living in a world that embraces you and me with its love, supported by the prayers of those who care for us. We're never alone in our lives. Instead of losing hope or fearing what's ahead, let's keep on moving forward with our heads held high. For we are all living in a world that embraces you and me with its love, supported by the prayers of those who care for us. We're never alone in our lives. Thank you very much. ありがとうございました。Thank you very much. Please take care. See you next time. Maybe 天気が切っていやみここ大臣天地金の神真に願いおかげは我が心にあり今月今日で頼めにいやみここ大臣天地金の神真に願いおかげは我が心にあり今月今日で頼めにThank you for joining us again. Please have a nice new week. Take care. And again, another reminder that next week, Sunday, the 19th of March at 10 o'clock a.m., we will have our spring memorial service. So please come join us in person. Bye-bye.